Imagine stepping into 2026 with more energy, better digestion, clearer focus, and a stronger body, simply because you paid attention to what your body was trying to tell you. It's possible, girl, and it starts here. These are 9 warning signs that your health needs a reset, and the steps you can take now to feel like your best self, both today and as you step into the new year. Now, if you're returning, welcome back. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Tiffany, and I make content all about becoming the best version of yourself. Now, if that sounds like your vibe, girl, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have fun over here, and we would love to have you. Now, before we get into this, I am not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist or a health practitioner. I'm just a woman who decided to get serious about her health and pay closer attention to what my body's been trying to tell me. Everything I'm sharing today is based on what I researched and learned along the way. And my goal is simply to encourage you to do the same. To start tuning in, asking questions, and taking your health seriously too. Now, let's get into it. Now, before we get into the obvious signs, we have to address the one that cuts deeper. The one you can't quite put into words. It's that subtle shift when you wake up one day and you realize you just don't feel like yourself anymore. And it's not always dramatic. Sometimes it shows up as low motivation, like you're just going through the motions. Sometimes it's a low emotional state that just lingers, even when life is otherwise fine. Or maybe it's a deeper sense that you're disconnected from yourself, like your body, your energy, and your emotions are all moving on autopilot, and you're just trying to keep up. This feeling is one of the clearest signs that something deeper is going on beneath the surface. And it's not about laziness or lack of discipline. It's often your body's way of telling you that something is off. Maybe it's chronic stress that's draining your energy, nutrient deficiencies affecting your mood, or internal imbalances disrupting the way you feel day to day. Whatever the reason, disconnection is never random. The first step to healing is to slow down and start paying attention. Instead of ignoring that feeling and pushing through, try tuning into your body's signals. Notice your energy levels throughout the day. Journal about how you're feeling emotionally and physically. Practice mindful movements, things like stretching, walking, or yoga, that help you reconnect with how your body feels in the present moment. Over time, those small practices can reveal patterns and root causes you might otherwise miss. If you feel like your energy is on a roller coaster, alert one minute, exhausted the next, that's usually your body trying to tell you something deeper. It could be blood sugar issues, stress hormones, or even inflammation messing with your metabolism. And this is one of the biggest lessons I've learned recently. I used to think that my energy dips were just part of getting older, until I decided to look deeper instead of just guessing. And that's why I'm so excited to partner with Function Health again for today's video. It's truly the only platform that I've found that gives you access to over 100 plus biomarkers. Everything from heart and hormone health to toxins, inflammation, and stress. So you can actually understand what's going on inside of your body. Most of us only get surface level labs once a year, and they don't even scratch the surface. Function goes deeper so you can see the full picture of your health and start making real targeted changes. What I love is that it's not just a bunch of lab results you have to Google to understand. The insights are interpreted by leading doctors like Dr. Mark Hyman and Andrew Huberman, and they give you actionable steps based on your unique data. So instead of leaving you with more questions, it empowers you with a clear plan to actually improve your health. Now, I recently got my blood work done with Function, and seeing things like my inflammation levels, my cholesterol levels, and even markers of iron and omega-3 deficiency was a wake-up call. And it explained why I hadn't been feeling like myself lately. Now, I was already on a journey to becoming a better and healthier version of myself. But these test results were truly eye-opening. They showed me exactly where I needed to focus and what areas still needed work. It's helping me to make smarter decisions about my nutrition, how I manage stress, and even how I structure my workouts. And I wouldn't have never known any of that without this deeper testing. The best part about Function Health is that all of this costs $4.99 a year, which breaks down to about $137 a day, and you can complete the test at over 2,000 locations nationwide. Now, if you tried to do all of this on your own, it could cost upwards of $10,000. That's a lot of money. Plus, Function does not push supplements or medications. There's zero agenda, just unbiased, powerful health data to help you make the best decisions for your body. So if you're interested about owning your health right now and into 2026 and truly want to thrive this year and beyond, I highly recommend checking them out. And right now, the first 1,000 of my viewers get a $100 credit towards their membership. I'll leave the link in the description below or scan the QR code here on the screen so you can learn more and start testing instead of guessing. You know that feeling when you wake up after a full night's rest and you still feel exhausted? That's not just being tired, girl. That's your body trying to tell you something. And it's important to understand the difference between mental fatigue and biological fatigue. Let me break it down for you. Mental fatigue usually comes from stress, overwhelm, or lack of boundaries. Like when your mind feels drained, even when your body's okay. But biological fatigue is different. It's when your body physically does not have the resources to create and sustain energy. And that often points to underlying issues like nutrient deficiencies, low iron, inflammation, or blood sugar imbalance. If this kind of exhaustion is happening regularly, especially if you're sleeping enough but still dragging through the day, don't ignore that. Start by focusing on truly restorative sleep. Create a consistent bedtime routine. Limit screen time before bed and aim for quality over quantity. Also, keep your blood sugar stable by eating balanced meals with protein, fiber, and healthy fats instead of relying on sugar and caffeine for quick energy boosts. Persistent fatigue is never random. It's information. Your body is communicating with you in the only language it knows. Instead of pushing through with more coffee or telling yourself it's just stress, start investigating why your energy is low. The sooner you address the root cause, the faster you'll unlock the energy, focus, and vitality you're meant to have. One of the easiest signs to brush off, but one of the most important to pay attention to, is digestion. If you're constantly dealing with bloating, gas, irregular bowel movements, or discomfort after eating, that's not something you should ignore, even if it seems minor, or it's been happening for so long that it feels normal. Those are often early warning signs that something's off internally. Your gut is deeply connected to your overall health. It plays a major role in your immune system, inflammation levels, mood, and even hormone balance. When it's not functioning properly, it could be due to inflammation in the gut lining, overactivity of the immune system, or even food sensitivities that you haven't identified. And the tricky part is, these issues don't always show up dramatically. Sometimes it's just subtle bloating after meals or feeling sluggish and heavy. But those small signals are worth listening to. The first step is to clean up your diet by focusing on whole, unprocessed foods and cutting back on inflammatory triggers like excessive sugar, alcohol, and highly processed snacks. And don't underestimate the role of stress. Chronic stress can directly impact your digestion. So incorporating stress management practices like deep breathing or mindful meals can make a big difference. And if the issue persists, it's worth seeking professional testing to get a clearer picture of what's happening inside. Your gut is often called your second brain for a reason. It's one of the body's most honest messengers. If it's consistently upset, sluggish, or uncomfortable, that's your body's way of saying something isn't right. Don't silence those signals. Investigate them. Because when you heal the gut, you often end up healing so many other parts of your health too. Now, if you've noticed that your patience is shorter than usual, little things irritate you more than they used to, or your mood feels like it's on a roller coaster for no clear reason, that's another sign that your health might need a reset. And while we often chalk this up to stress or a busy season, mood swings and irritability are often rooted in something deeper. Your emotional state is closely tied to your physical health, especially your hormones and nutrient levels. When key hormones like cortisol, estrogen, or thyroid hormones are out of balance, or when your body is lacking essential nutrients like B vitamins, magnesium, or omega-3s, it can directly impact how you feel day to day. And I know. That's why you might feel anxious, on edge, or unusually emotional even when nothing in your external world has really changed. The good news is there's lots you can do to support your hormone health naturally. Prioritize nutrient-dense foods. Think leafy greens, healthy fats, quality proteins, and fiber. to help stabilize mood regulating hormones. Regular movement, even gentle exercises like walking or yoga, can help balance cortisol and boost feel-good chemicals like serotonin and endorphins. And don't underestimate lifestyle habits like quality sleep, hydration, and managing chronic stress. They all play a big role in emotional stability. Your mood is often the first sign that something inside your body is out of alignment. Instead of labeling yourself as emotional or easily irritated, start asking why. When you support your body on a deeper level through nutrition, movement, and balanced habits, your mind often follows. A balanced body creates a balanced mood. Now, if you've ever had days where you sit down to work and your mind just feels foggy, like you can't think clearly, focused, or even remember the simple things, that's not just being tired or distracted. That cloudy, slow, hard to focus feeling is called brain fog, and it's often a sign that your body is struggling behind the scenes. Brain fog doesn't just happen out of nowhere. It's usually your body's way of telling you that something is out of balance. Maybe your blood sugar is spiking and crashing throughout the day from too many processed foods or sugary snacks. Maybe you're low on important nutrients like B vitamins or omega-3s that your brain needs to function properly. Or maybe you're not getting enough deep, restorative sleep, so your mind doesn't have a chance to reset and recharge overnight. Chronic stress can also play a big role, leaving your brain in a constant state of overload. To clear the mental fog, start with the basics. Prioritize quality sleep because your brain literally organizes memories and processes information while you rest. Fuel your body with real, nutrient-dense foods like leafy greens, fatty fish, eggs, and whole grains which support brain health. Stay hydrated. Even mild dehydration can affect your focus more than you think. And work on lowering stress, whether it's through mindfulness, regular movement, or just creating more space for rest in your day. A foggy mind is usually a reflection of a tired body. Instead of pushing yourself to just focus harder, focus on giving your body what it needs to thrive. Real food, quality rest, and less stress. When you do that, mental clarity isn't something you have to fight for. It becomes your default state. Now, if you're still here with me at this point in the video, drop this emoji in the comments, girl, so I know you're serious about leveling up your health today as well as for the new year. Now, one of the most overlooked signs that your health needs to reset is what's happening on the outside. If you've noticed your skin becoming unusually dry or breaking out more often, your hair thinning or shedding, or your nails becoming brittle and weak, that's not just a cosmetic issue. Those external changes are often a reflection of what's happening internally. Your skin, hair, and nails are like little messengers for your overall health. They often show the first signs that something inside your body isn't quite right. For example, if your hair is thinning or falling out more than usual, could mean your body isn't getting enough iron, or that your stress levels are affecting your hair growth. If your skin is breaking out, looking dull, or just doesn't feel like it used to, that might be a sign of too much inflammation or that your digestion is off. And if your nails are weak, breaking easily, or have changed in texture, your body could be lacking important nutrients like zinc, biotin, or protein. The key here is to look beyond surface level fixes. Yes, skincare and hair products have their place, but they won't do much if the root cause is internal. Focus on nourishing your body from the inside out. Prioritize a nutrient-rich diet with plenty of vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. Manage stress and consider getting a deeper look at your hormone and thyroid health if changes persist. Your outer appearance is like your body's report card. It reflects how well your internal systems are functioning. Instead of covering up the symptoms with products or quick fixes, start investigating the why. When you support your internal health, your glow, strength, and vitality naturally show up on the outside. If you've noticed that you're catching every little cold that goes around, or it takes you longer to bounce back when you do get sick, that's a sign your body might be struggling more than you think. Getting sick once in a while is normal, but if it's happening over and over again, your immune system could be trying to tell you something. Your immune system is basically your body's defense system. When it's strong, it can fight off viruses and bacteria before they get a chance to slow you down. But when it's weakened, often due to too much stress, not getting enough nutrients, poor sleep, or chronic inflammation, that defense system can't do its job as well. The result? You get sick more often, stay sick longer, or feel like you're always fighting something off in the background. The first step is to prioritize recovery instead of pushing through when your body clearly needs rest. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, and fueling yourself with immune-supporting nutrients like vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and protein. Daily habits like regular movement, managing stress, and spending time outside can also strengthen your body's natural defenses. And if you're constantly under the weather, it might be worth digging deeper to see if something more serious, like ongoing inflammation or nutrient deficiencies, is at the root of it. Your immune system is one of the best reflections of your overall health. If it's struggling, there's usually a deeper reason why. Instead of brushing off frequent sickness as just bad luck, view it as a message from your body asking for support. When you focus on strengthening that foundation, you're not just avoiding colds, you're building resilience from the inside out. Okay, we've made it to the last sign, and this is a big one, because it's usually the one that leaves people feeling the most confused and discouraged. And that's when your weight becomes harder to manage, even when you feel like you're doing everything right. If you feel like you're eating right, moving your body, and doing everything you used to do, but the scale just isn't budging, that's a sign that your body might be out of balance. We're often told that weight is just about calories in versus calories out. But the truth is, it's much more complicated than that. When your weight becomes harder to manage, it's often a sign that something deeper is going on inside your body. Things like how well your body uses energy, how sensitive you are to insulin, which controls blood sugar, and how much stress you're under can all play a huge role. High stress, for example, can increase a hormone called cortisol, which can make your body hold on to fat, especially around your midsection. And if your metabolism has slowed down because of nutrient deficiencies, hormone changes, or chronic stress, your body may be storing energy instead of burning it, no matter how clean you're eating. Instead of turning to stricter diets or doubling your workouts, focus on supporting your metabolic health. That's the system that helps your body convert food into energy efficiently. Make sure you're eating balanced meals with plenty of protein and fiber, building muscle through strength training, managing stress levels, and getting quality sleep. These habits do more to reset your metabolism long-term than any quick fix diet ever could. If your body is resisting weight loss, it's not because it's broken, it's because it's trying to protect you. Extra weight is often the symptom, not the root of the problem. Shift your mindset from how do I lose the weight fast to how do I create an internal environment where my body wants to let go of it. When you support your body from the inside out, the weight often follows naturally. The biggest takeaway here is this: your body talks, often quietly, long before anything serious shows up. The more you understand those early signs, the more control you have over how you age, how you feel, and how you show up in life. So if you take anything away from this video, let it be this: listen, investigate, and take action early. Now girl, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, leave me a comment, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. And before you go, make sure you click on the video that YouTube recommends next. It's one I know will give you even more tools to support your glow up journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you there.